What would happen to your life right now if you were diagnosed with cancer or suddenly had a heart attack? Serious illness doesn't just impact your health, but oftentimes it can really change your financial situation, sometimes overnight. That's exactly what trauma cover is designed to protect. Trauma insurance is a tax-free lump sum that pays out if you're diagnosed with cancer, stroke, heart attack, or any one of the other 40 to 50 conditions covered in a good trauma insurance policy. How does it work? Well, you choose your cover amount when you sign up for the policy. The right cover amount will depend greatly on you and your personal situation. A good place to start is considering your debt levels, so mortgage, car loans, credit cards, things like that, and what you would need to potentially pay off a good portion of that, so it's one less thing to worry about when it's time to claim. Now, another component could be whether or not you'd want to fund private treatment, or if your house needed modifications because of the illness or condition that you're diagnosed with, the trauma payout can potentially help with that. All of these shape what level of cover makes sense, and a financial advisor will sit down and go through everything to determine the right level of cover for you and your family. Because it's a lump sum and not income replacement, you can decide how you use it when it comes time to claim. So whether that is paying off a portion of your debt or mortgage to have one less thing to worry about, or whether that's just taking an extended break from work to spend time with your family after a really difficult time. It's up to you. So what's the catch? Well, there isn't really a catch, but like with all insurance, pre-existing conditions are a thing. So what that means is if you were diagnosed with something before you took out the trauma insurance policy, it will likely not be covered in your new policy. So it's why we always say it's important to get good cover in place early while you're young and healthy, because it means that any nasties that come up at a later date will be covered. Surviving a serious illness is becoming more and more common thanks to modern medicine and improvements in that space, but the financial impact can be just as devastating despite that. Trauma cover gives you options that you potentially may not have had without the cover in place.